Hello? I'm trying to... Okay. I tried to like do minimal ads on this stream. I can't turn off ads completely, but I'm trying to do as minimal of ads as possible so it doesn't get interrupted. It's gonna be a short one. This is my last stream, as you guys saw in the title. It's gonna be a difficult one too. I'm gonna say this stream is not prepped. Like, I'm not gonna be reading out of script. This is not like something I prepared. This is just fucking. This is just an out of regret stream. It's gonna be very vulnerable, by nature, because this is a personal matter, and I'm not prepping anything. So by nature, it's gonna be very vulnerable. However, I don't want me being vulnerable in this stream to come off as me trying to like act like a victim or paint myself as innocent, because I'm not. Okay, let's just get that out of the way. I'm gonna my goal with this stream is to own up to my mistakes. That's like my main goal here. I'm just gonna own up to my mistakes publicly. That's all I'm gonna do. And this is gonna be my last stream. The reason being is because I know I'm not welcomed in the community. I'm not trying to fix up stuff. I'm not making this stream to try to clear up my name or act innocent, because I'm not. This is genuinely just owning up to my mistakes. This is gonna be a hard one too, yeah. This is gonna be a hard stream. Okay. Alright. Yeah, like I said, I'm trying to collect my thoughts. Nothing here is prepped. I guess only the gameplay you see in the background, because I'm not gonna be playing while talking, so it's pre-recorded. But yeah, so okay, I'm not gonna try to put this a better way. I think you guys already know what's going on. You know what the situation is. I'm assuming everyone has enough context. There is no better way to put this. I'm not gonna try to put it in a better way. As a 21-year-old, I was in a relationship with someone who I met through my community, who is 17. This is genuinely the most regretful I've been of something that I've done in my entire life. And I'm gonna get to that. I'm gonna get to, I guess, my entire perspective surrounded this entire thing. Like I said, like, I'm only doing this as a last stream, just to get it out of my head. It's not gonna get out of my head. This thing has been in my head 24/7 since the whole situation started. It's never leaving my head. I'm very, very regretful. I'm gonna explain that in a bit. But let me just explain the situation first. Like I said, as a 21-year-old, I was in a relationship with someone that I met through my community that was 17. I was dumb. I am dumb for doing that. And this is not an excuse. I guess at the time, I've known this person. We were friends for like about a month. Then we developed into a relationship. At the time, they were gonna turn 18 in like a month or so. So I did not think of it as a big issue. Very, very bad mistake. I'm very regretful of that. And I had a lot of conversations since this entire thing happened that made me realize how big of an issue this actually is, which I'm gonna get into. But before I get into the mistake I've done, I also want to say something that is really important here. Let's not call this what it's not. This is not grooming. We developed a mutual relationship. There was no harm or intent of harm or manipulation or anything of that sort in the relationship. It was just a mutual relationship. Biggest issue being that I am a creator, and also, of course, the age, which is like the biggest issue here. But nonetheless, that's a big problem. But also, it's not grooming. There was, like I said, there was no manipulation, no harm, no intent of harm through the entire thing. At the time, it was a mutual relationship between two people. Like I said, I was friends with the person for about a month. We developed a mutual relationship. And that's that. And it ended in like a few weeks. So please, let's not call this what's not. I've done wrong. I am not expecting forgiveness. I haven't even forgiven myself yet. and I probably will take a very long time until I do that. But let's not call this what it's not. I have never, I would never in my life do something like that. That's not in me to do. That was never my intent and never will be in anything that I do in my entire life. That's not what I've done. Regardless, I still made a big mistake. As a creator, especially, I own the responsibility to draw lines in the relationships I make with my community. Now, of course, the main thing here is that someone being 17 should have been a very, very clear line for me, for myself to draw, but I didn't at the time. Like I said, at the time, because they were about to turn 18, there was like only 3.5 years gap between us. I did not see it as a problem. And that's a massive mistake. Should have drawn a very clear line there, but I didn't. Also, as a creator, someone being from my community should have drawn a line very, very early on between me and myself, but I didn't. I was dumb. I'm so dumb for that, and I'm not forgiving myself. I have a lot of regret on that. On this through this entire situation, I have a lot of regret. I've let a lot of people down. I let myself down. I let the community down, and I let a lot of my friends down. A lot of people that trusted me. A lot of people that were close to me. A lot of people that supported me when I needed it. I let them down, and that's something that still haunts me to this day. It hasn't been a long time, but it will haunt me for a very, very long time, I'm sure. I haven't forgiven myself for this, and it will take a lot of time to, I guess, go through this. And I'm not expecting forgiveness from you guys. I've done wrong. And like I said, the goal of this stream is to own up to my mistakes. That's my goal here, and I'm trying to do that. I just want to say this again. I will not give myself an excuse here. That's not what I'm trying to do. Earlier I just described just what happened, and I am not trying to give myself an excuse. Obviously, being ignorant or dumb is not an excuse. I should have known better, should have drawn a line very early on between me and myself. No one else done any wrong here. It's only me. I'm just owning up to my mistakes here. I'm not gonna mention anyone. This is not my goal. I don't care. This is not like I genuinely have no intention of this stream other than to just own up to my mistakes publicly, so I can get it out of my chest. I'm still very, very regretful and disappointed. I had a lot of conversations since this entire thing happened. I had a lot of conversations with people that helped me understand what was my responsibility in this situation, what wrong that I actually done, and I do understand that now, and I just cannot describe how much regret I feel. There is more stuff that I want to say, like from my personal, because this is like my last stream. I understand that I'm not welcomed in the community anymore. That's the main reason this is gonna be my last stream. I don't wanna stream when I'm not welcomed. I know I disappointed you guys. I know you guys are very, very disappointed in me. You guys supported me a lot when I needed it. A situation happened a few months ago where I really needed support, and you guys stood by me. And it fucking sucks that I let you guys down after all that, all the support, all that. I'm so sorry for letting you guys down. And like I said, I'm not expecting forgiveness from either the public or I guess people in my private life. This is not what I'm expecting. After this stream, I'm gonna be completely off social media. I'm not even gonna see what's gonna be in. Fuck, I can't even talk. What's gonna be said publicly? That's not. I genuinely just wanna do this stream, get it out of my chest, and just try to help myself move on. I made a big mistake. I suffered the consequences of it. I lost a lot of friends. A lot of people are disappointed in me. And I lost my community. And I'm still suffering more and more consequences. Which, rightfully so. I deserve them. I wanna, I guess, talk more about my own personal experience here. I know I'm gonna regret how vulnerable I'm gonna be in this stream. There is a voice in the back of my head that's telling me that I should not, I guess, be this vulnerable because uh, I don't want this to look like that I'm trying to be a victim because I'm not. And I also, I don't know if opening up too much will backfire or not. But I'm just gonna try to, I guess, be genuine because this is my last stream. I genuinely just want to get things out of my head here. When this entire thing went down, it went down at such a bad timing for me. Around that same time, I lost my entire family. I was living alone in a foreign place. I was living alone in a foreign place. There was no one nearby that I knew personally. It was very difficult to go through that. And to wake up to, I guess, this entire thing going down, getting completely cut off by a lot of friends suddenly, being called the worst names possible by thousands of people publicly. And I guess just being confused was like the main thing that was going on. I also cut ties with that person on the same day. A lot of my friends were showed disappointment in me. And like I said, around the same time, I kind of lost my entire family. I was just sitting there alone, only me and my thoughts for a while. And it was very, very, very difficult to go through. I will say that was like very rock bottom for me. And how should I say this? I was more likely than not gonna be here anymore. It genuinely almost, like, to me at least, it's a miracle that I'm still here talking. I know this is very disturbing to hear. I'm not trying to like get empathy here. I'm just explaining like how this went through for me. But yeah, I am here now, and just trying to go through all this, I did realize how much of a bad mistake I made. I did realize how I needed to suffer through a lot of consequences alone, rightfully so. And I have nothing in my heart but regret. I'm being as genuine as possible here. I have nothing but regret. And that's why I'm doing this stream here, just showing you guys the regret. I'm not asking, I'm gonna say this again because it's gonna sound different than what I'm actually trying to do here. I'm not trying to seek forgiveness. This is my last stream. I'm not trying to get you guys on my side so I can like come back again. I truthfully, I want to do this stream, and the only thing I wish for is to be left alone. I only wish to be left alone. I've grown up in a community with way, way different morals and ideals than what I have now. My entire life was basically just learning from mistake after mistake and just trying to be better as a person and just trying to have different standards for myself. And as bad as this situation is, the only reason I'm still here with you guys, the only reason I'm still alive, is because I wanted to give myself a chance to learn and be a better person. That's all what I'm gonna try to do. I'm gonna try to just get over the situation, try to internalize everything, maybe forgive myself, which is gonna take time, and just try to be a better person. Yeah, so also, after this stream, I'm gonna be off social media completely for an unknown notice. I'm not like gonna check anything at all because it's gonna get to me. I know that, and it's gonna give me like way too many panic attacks than I can handle. Rightfully so. But yeah, I'm gonna be off social media. If I'm gonna ask you guys one thing, and I know that I'm not in a position to ask for anything, but if I'm gonna ask you guys one thing, please use the right terms to describe stuff. Let's just not call this what it's not. I haven't mentioned this yet. Can I say this on Twitch? I don't know. I've been called, I guess, the P word on 3 different occasions over the last week in real life, walking outside. Being called the P word for 3 different occasions. from people, strangers outside. They just see me, and it gets to the person, man. I just don't want. I've done wrong, and I'm owning up to my mistakes. I just don't want to be called stuff that I'm not. That's like the only thing I ask. But yeah, man, I wanna also like talk a bit about like the stuff I'm grateful for. I've been streaming for only a few months. Like I've been a creator on YouTube for like for a few years in the Arabic community, but I've been on Twitch for like only a few months, and it's been like a very, very, very fun time. I'm gonna miss this, man, and I wanna show gratefulness. Is that a word? Gratefulness? I'm gonna show gratitude, I guess, to the QSMP, the QSMP project. It's been like, I'm very grateful that I've been part of the project. It was such an awesome opportunity to have. I completely blew it. I don't deserve it. But while it lasted, it was super fun. I met a lot of friends there. It was genuinely, every stream was one of the most fun things I was doing in my day. Such a good vibe, such good people. I'm grateful that I had those friends. I don't think we will be in contact anymore, but while it lasted, it was super, super fun. I wish them the best. I'm gonna be a viewer from afar because I really love the project. It was genuinely one of the best experiences I had, and I have nothing bad to say about the entire project. Obviously, I'm not part of the project anymore. I've been kicked out, and I deserve it. For sure, 100%. I'm so regretful that I let them down too. But yeah, I'm very, very grateful of the QSMP project. Also very grateful for the creators I collabed with on like a couple of streams in the past. Outside of the QSMP, that was also very, very fun. A lot of friends that I made also throughout this journey. I'm very grateful for them while it lasted. Oh yeah, that reminds me. Wait, on a lighter note, okay, here's something that I'm gonna like touch on really quickly. Uh, over the last like week or two that I haven't been streaming, this is how Twitch works usually. A lot of people just resub to the channel. So like they've been subbed and they just renew their sub. And because I know that I'm not gonna be streaming anymore, I'm not welcomed by the community. Maybe a lot of them just resubbed by accident and did not mean to. Uh, I've been kind of donating all the resubs I've been getting. So I guess I donated like around 100 subs over the last like week or two. So yeah, I was like, whenever like I'm watching a stream, I still watch a lot of streamers. Whenever I'm watching a stream, I just sometimes just donate a couple of subs until like I cover the entire thing. I did donate to a couple of other creators, and I noticed that some people saw that and did not like that I was doing that. I'll say this: I genuinely just did not think about it twice. Like I genuinely go watch live streams, send a couple of subs. I know like I have 100 subs that I need to give from the resubs I've been getting, and I just gifted subs to like random creators I've been watching. And some people did not like that I was doing that because it looked like I was trying to like connect with them after the situation, which is not what I was doing. So sorry if that came off wrong, because that was not the intention. But yeah, I'm mainly like donating most of the resubs I've been getting because I don't think I deserve them. If you are still subbed, I don't know, I think it's better if you just cancel your sub, because like I said, this is probably gonna be my last stream because I am not welcomed in the community and I wouldn't like to kind of force myself here. But yeah, by all means, support other creators, support any other creator that you like watching. I'm also thinking about like at some point donating like everything I made so far from this like Twitch journey. Because Twitch was never like my main income. So I was considering just donating everything I made so far from Twitch to just other smaller creators to just help them grow. But that's a decision I will make privately on my own time. no need to bring this publicly, I guess. But yeah, thank you guys so much, like, for the support over the time that I was streaming. I'm very, very grateful for that, and I'm sorry for letting you down. I see a lot of people just regretting that they supported in the first place, and I'm so, so, so sorry. I'm genuinely talking from a completely different perspective here. I hopefully this stream helps you guys realize how much regretful I am of what happened. So I'm so sorry for letting you guys down. It's genuinely something I'm still thinking about 24/7 to this day. But yeah, hopefully this stream wasn't a mistake. I've been advised not to stream, by the way, but like I said, I just wanted to do this to own up to my mistakes publicly and also, I guess, get it out of my chest a little bit. I genuinely feel like if I don't talk out loud, if I don't like say this publicly, it will keep haunting me 24/7 for like a very, very long time. And probably it still will, but at least like I know that I talked. I know I got it out of my chest. That's like the main reason I decided to go through this in stream. I debated this stream a lot, and I ended up just doing it. Didn't even tell anyone about it. But yeah, I guess I don't know if I missed anything. Like I said, as a creator, I should have known better. I should have known where to draw lines. I feel like if I had a conversation with someone about this before the entire thing went public, I would have changed my mind. And I would have noticed my mistake. I just didn't have that conversation. And as much as I hate that this entire thing is public, because it's more than anything, it is a personal relationship, I also do think that I deserve the consequences. And yeah, I'm gonna be off social media for a while. I will not see what anything is being said because it will get to me if I see anything. I just will try to, I guess, as a person, not as a creator, just go through this and try to forgive myself. That's like the main thing I'm gonna try to do. So I'm not gonna be on social media for an unknown notice. After I like get over this entire thing, I will probably just start creating content on a different platform and start to build everything like from ground zero. Mainly because, well, I want to give a job to the people that help me create content. And I also love making content, man. Like, this is the thing I've been doing for like years. This is the only thing I know. So, by all means, if you see me in the future making like some random YouTube videos in a completely different platform, if you haven't forgiven me or anything, you can just block me. And yeah, I'm not planning to like completely cut off making content because, like I said, I love making content. And even if I'm not making content, I will be helping other creators make content, which is the thing that I have been doing for years. So yeah. Thank you guys for listening. And sorry for the disappointment. I'm genuinely so regretful. Hopefully this stream doesn't come off wrong because, like I said, my only goal here is to own up to my mistakes, which is something that I hope I did in this stream. Believe me, I still have a lot of thoughts, but I hope I covered the important stuff. And yeah, this is the hardest and stop streaming button I'm gonna press because this is probably gonna be the last one. Goodbye everyone, it was a very fun ride. Make sure to support other creators that you love watching.